no idea that it was going to be so ornate and so in-depth. And I'm so proud of the work that Virgin Comics has done, and I can't even put into words how proud I am of this project. And I just know that, you know, everybody else out there, I think, appreciates it on the same exact level I do. Yeah. She's an amazing woman. Yeah. Women rock.
Amanda, to turn it over to you for a second. Talk a little bit about your process when you're creating a character like, let's say, the Pro.
Oh, the Pro, yeah.
And maybe for those who don't know, if you want to talk a little bit about who the Pro is.
Well, the Pro, she's my baby. She's a superhero hooker. And she's
Pro. Okay, I get it.
But you know, she's not like the happy-go-lucky Julia Roberts kind of hooker. She's mean and nasty, and she's got bruises, and she didn't start out as a superhero. She just started out, and she's a mom. So she works 2 jobs trying to get, you know, feed her baby, and she breastfeeds, and you know, and she just doesn't take shit from anybody. And then one day she just gets these superpowers bestowed on her, and she doesn't realize how great it is until the middle of the book when she just makes tons of money. And but you know, go to the retailers around here and pick it up. I'm sure you'll like it. Send me one of those. I was gonna bring one in, I forgot. And I didn't want her to be one-dimensional. I wanted her to, I mean, it helped having Garth Ennis write a really, really great character. And it was impossible to make her one-dimensional. And she's got such attitude. And it was all about the attitude with the Pro. You know, and I love her. You know, if I could talk Garth into it, I'd make him write more Pro for me to draw. So yeah, she's Pick it up if you see it at any of the retailer booths. I guarantee you'll get a lot of giggles out of it.
Jenna, just to turn it back to you for a little bit, let's talk about Zombie Strippers, which is out in theaters today.
Everybody laughs when they say that title.
You can't say it without a smile.
Yeah, that's good. Talk a little bit about the film, I guess, how it came together and how you got involved in it.
Yeah, just to lay the groundwork for everybody, you know, in my career, I make sure that everything that I do, I'm really passionate about, and I'm hands-on, and you know.
Aww.
Come on.
Come on, let them
my bad. So yeah, Jay Lee is an amazing director. He's done a lot of very kind of B-movie, hardcore slaughterhouse films, and he came to me and he was like, Jenna, you've got to do this film. There are so many like great political undertones, and you get to eat a man's penis off. So that was the closer right there. So yeah, I just knew that this was a great vehicle for me. You know, I retired from the adult industry in January. And I figured, you know, I want to pursue my mainstream career in acting, and I thought that this wasn't like going to kind of change people's perspective of me. I know my audience, and I know what people love to see. I know what my fans love to see. And when I read the script, I knew that it was right, you know. It's not just about TNA and hardcore gore, which are really good, by the way. We love those things. But there's really great comedic, there's a great comedic script. So if you get the chance, you have to go out and see this movie. It premieres tonight. So if you can go out and see it, you're gonna really love it. If you love comic books, this movie is so for you. There's amazing scenes in there. There's a pool ball scene where I fight my arch nemesis, and it will change your life.
All right.
And another little thing that I think was interesting about this movie when I was reading about it, it's based on an Ian Esco play, right?
Yeah, isn't that nuts?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a streetwise stripper, kind of bossy, that reads Nietzsche.
Nice.
So, yeah, there's some funny little quips in there. So people, I think they'll appreciate it for sure.
And you were on The View recently as well.
Yes.
Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Was it yesterday? I've been so back to back with stuff. I think it was yesterday. Yeah. It was one of those things that, you know, people always told me, you never want to go on The View because they're gonna just try to
Massacre.
Monsterize you. But you know, once you've gone up against Bill O'Reilly and you've debated at Oxford Union and won, I really don't think that Whoopi Goldberg is a big opponent. I went up there and I was just myself, and I make no apologies for what I've done and the career that I've made. And you know, I love what I do and I embrace my sexuality, and that comes through in Shadowhunter. And you know, being on The View really is a career milestone for someone in my career, because you know, they kind of try to shut you out on those kind of things. And I love the fact that they accepted me, even though every time I turned around to one person, one of the girls was like daggering me in the back with her eyes. But yeah, I think that it's a lot of fun. And if you guys want to see my piece on The View, you can go to my MySpace page. I'm sure you've all seen my MySpace. It's pretty popular. So yeah, just check it out. It's pretty interesting to see like the reaction from the all-female audience. Pretty crazy. But it's only the first few steps of I think trying to get into the mainstream, just try to infiltrate into the right-wing non-sexual people that think what I do is so terrible, because I think there's a little porn star in everybody out there, they just don't want to admit it.
I agree.
Right?
Open question for both of you guys, just because, Jenna, we've heard that you really like horror films. Favorite horror films?
Oh, yeah, Evil Dead 2.
Huge fan, me too. Oh my god, amazing. Huge fan. I have that TiVo and I watch it all the time. For me, probably John Carpenter's The Thing. That really changed my life. That's what made me love horror movies. I remember sneaking out, in the middle of the night and turning on HBO and watching that movie and just loving that feeling of fear. Like going to bed and just imagining that, that spider above my bed. And yeah, so ever since then, it changed my life.
Cool.